Swanson.
I'm Ryan Green. You know, Kristen, we've got a lot coming up in this live show from
We
the
do.
Plaza. A lot of our very own CTV reporters have a ton of stuff coming up later on in the show.
We will. Just to preview a couple things, we have Tom Mullen joining us for some of the scariest movies of the season. He'll have a preview. And later in the show, Sophie Vukovic will show us some creative Halloween pumpkin carving ideas. Something a little out of the ordinary.
Excited to see those. But actually, let's get started with two of our very own reporters, Bree Saletti and Kari Pills. Kari Pills is actually getting a zombie makeover from Bree.
So we'll head over here.
Bree,
Hey,
hello, how's
Bree.
this zombie makeover going?
It's going great. We're just applying the gray coat right now.
I see it.
And then we're gonna start with the shadows and applying more of those to make her look zombie-ish.
So what kind of intensity of zombie are we going for?
Not too intense. We're still gonna.
Just enough,
She
just
doesn't
enough.
want to be too bloody.
Right, so just enough so she
class
can
later, yeah.
so she can scare people while she's going to class.
Exactly.
That
Okay.
kind of thing.
All right.
Well, that works. That works really well. We're going to check back with you all in a little bit later in the show here. But
All right,
thanks,
so
guys.
thank you.
All right, with a town as old as Fort Collins, there's bound to be a little bit of history, and some of it a little bit spooky.
Ooh.
Our own CTV's Katie Huss went down to Old Town to find some paranormal happenings.
And ghosts? With the help of Fort Collins Ghost Tours, we're about to explore the creepiest, the eeriest, the most bone-rattling of all buildings, located right here in Old Town Square. Our first stop, Askin Custom Clothing, located in a building once owned by Irishman John Whitten. Whitten and his wife lost the building to foreclosure in the 1920s.
Supposedly they were broken-hearted about losing the property, lost everything in the foreclosures, and died soon after. Now, story goes, Mr. Whittington and his wife still wander the building.
Next stop, Moe's Original Barbecue. Employees and patrons alike have witnessed a range of paranormal activity, like flying spatulas and apparition sightings. The most recent coming from the menu located in the store's forefront.
It just looked like kind of a white, shadowy, not a mist, but just opaque, kind of an opaque image that kind of real quick moved across the restaurant and disappeared.
Our last stop, Solace Soap Shop, offering fragrant soaps, lotions, and perfumes. But downstairs, a stench of a slightly more sinister allure.
Now, when the structure was built in 1870s, was completed in 1881, this was originally city offices, fire departments, police offices, jail. And because of the number of deaths they had in the jail, it was below ground to help contain diseases. We're now about to go into the old moor.
Despite our rather mild winters lately, we can get long cold periods. And from time to time there was a point when it was too cold to bury here in the city. So, at which point the bodies would be stored down here until the thaw hit and you could get into the ground and soft enough to lay them to their final resting place. Now it's believed that the spirit of a woman and her young son haunts the side of the building. If you look right down there in the hallway, you can see the sage that was burnt during the exorcism to help appease the spirits.
Wrapping up our tour, we walk back into the light, leaving those shadows behind to forever lurk below the bustling city we call home.
Later on in the show, we're going to check out some spooky places at CSU that are right in our own backyard, Ryan.
Stuff to register,
so
see what
late.
classrooms you may want to avoid. Also, Tom Mullen is going to join us after the break to tell us the scariest movies of the season.
And we'll check back in with Bree and Kari for Kari's makeover to become a zombie. Stay with us.
Because we'll blend them, but we're just not really blending.
They say that when you're facing extreme danger, your life flashes before you. If you think that's sad, consider facing it before you even have enough life to flash before your eyes. Deaths and injuries can be prevented by using the right car seat. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to know what is appropriate for each age and size.
Being a ghost on campus, well, there's no telling that you may not have. Some of these buildings on campus have actually been rumored to be haunted. Our very own Katie Spencer tells us which ones you should look out for.
Footsteps, singing, and screams are just a few of the things that can be heard in some old buildings across campus on any given night. The first stop on the haunted tour is the Student Services Building, with its crazy architect out for blood.
Some of the staircases actually just lead to nowhere, and in fact, Eugene Groves never actually put staircases into the original plans. The reason why is because he never wanted to actually finish the building. He wanted to actually murder his wife and bury her in the basement alongside of himself. Fortunately enough, he was committed to a sane asylum before that happened. The building was completed, and it then opened as a dorm.
The next stop on the tour is the original Student Union, Johnson Hall.
We actually have a ghost that haunts the front part from it. So we have a theater performer, mainly a dancer, sometimes a singer, that walks around these halls. You'll hear the dancing footsteps. Many of our event staff hear this, so you won't see them past 5 o'clock unless they really, really, really want to be there. But she also sings to you.
Danforth Chapel is next, and although it's not haunted, there is someone inside it all the time.
The architect was James Hunter. He was from Boulder. He passed away at the age of about 73, and his final wishes were to actually have his ashes buried inside this building. So one of those myths is that he's here, but we're not quite sure where, because if you look around, it doesn't make sense of what wall he would be placed in.
And last but certainly not least, the building where most of us started our journey here at CSU, Ammons Hall.
This is the second most haunted building here on campus. Again, we walked in, it's not that much past 5 o'clock, and there's no one here in this building. But we do have some employees. They do hear footsteps. They hear people singing. They hear screams, actually, inside of this building.
So next time you're in one of these old buildings on campus, you may not be alone.
I'm going on one of these Mystery of CSU history tours. Ramtracks actually puts on at least once a month, and they're all free to the public. Now, Kirsten, do you believe in ghosts?
I absolutely believe in ghosts. I actually work in that building that Katie Spencer featured last in that story, and I can tell you I've seen some shadowy figures.
Oh, that might have just been me. I hang out there.
Ryan Green haunts the Ammons building.
I'm sorry.
Just in fact.
It's just a
I
nice,
tell you
quiet
what,
place.
we're actually not even working tonight because we're terrified we're going to get served by ghosts because it is Halloween.
That's good.
It is. Well, to continue with the scare, Tom Mullen is with us to show us a preview of some of the scariest movies that are out right now. Tom?
Thanks, guys. You know, my favorite part of Halloween season is all the great Halloween scary movies that come out around this time. We've had Paranormal Activity, Saw, The Hills Have Eyes, Friday the 13th. So I decided to go around and see the top 2 scary movies that everyone's talking about this year. Let's take a look.
Halloween is the perfect season for horror movie releases. This season, the 2 that everyone's talking about are Paranormal Activity 4 and Sinister. The 4th installment in the franchise, the new Paranormal Activity builds on its premise of using everyday recording devices to capture the unexplained phenomena of a family's home.
Can you tell me who you were talking to?
Now, the original Paranormal Activity was released back in 2009. It was made for $15,000 over the course of 1 week. It was a surprise box office smash hit. 3 years later, it spawned 3 sequels, with the latest supposedly being the scariest one yet.
I thought it was scary, but my friends thought it was stupid. But I get really scared really easily at scary movies, so I brought my big hoodie and had my face covered the whole time.
The plot was like, it was scary, but they made it not seem as scary as it could have been.
I like the suspense, like that you don't really know like when stuff's gonna happen too much.
Sinister stars Ethan Hawke as a writer who moves his family into a new home where terrifying events start to take place after watching some disturbing home movies.
That's the family who lived here.
I like when scary movies make me not want to sleep after I see it, and so that's kind of how I felt. So that's always a good thing.
It was scary at a couple of parts, but there was a couple really cheesy parts too.
I thought the movie was pretty scary overall, and it had a weird kind of twist at the end.
So if you're up for some spooky Halloween fun, be sure to check these movies out. But afterwards, don't forget to sleep with the lights on.
I actually went and saw both of those movies, and to be honest, they were definitely pretty scary, so you should definitely check them out. But you know, I bet they're not as scary as Kari Pills is starting to look like now.
Oh my gosh, or those teeth that you
man.
just put in. Thanks,
Yeah,
Tom.
we got
And
some
yeah,
scary
we are going to go check out how Kari is coming along with her zombie makeover. Bree doing her makeup, and I can tell you, man,
Oh, boy.
Kari, you're coming right along here.
Yeah.
Look at that. You look like something from Beetlejuice right now.
At least Michael
Black
Jackson's
eye
Thriller,
makeup.
I would
There
think.
you go. You could get up and do the Thriller right now. Bree, what have you
Yes.
done since we left?
Well, as you can see, I did the eyes, made them dark. I am currently starting the shadows to make her look kind of even blending them, so they won't look like this forever. But
All right, not so intense with the dark eye makeup. No, absolutely not. Well, I'm hoping to see some blood next time we come.
Yeah, hopefully some
Just
scars
a sucker
too.
for
Definitely
the
need some
blood,
blood and scars.
coming
Hopefully
down
some
the
scars.
lips and stuff. So
Awesome.
great.
All right, well, still ahead, Lena Halland is going to be joining us. She actually sat down with a mad scientist. See that interview after the break.
A full life, measured in seats, starts with the right ones early on. Car crashes are the #1 killer of children 1 through 13. Learn how to prevent deaths and injuries by using the right car seat for your child's age and size.
Okay, so then I'll come grab your mic from you then. Costumes, that is, were all spotted at the annual Mad Scientist event put on by CSU's Chemistry Club. Kids from all over Fort Collins came to campus last for a free and safe Halloween celebration.
It's a Halloween party and we're learning about like chemistry and science.
At this event we're learning about science and we're doing some icky stuff and some really fun stuff.
We just try to give kids a safe place to come trick or treat, where they come hang out and learn a little bit about science and get engaged in science and have an opportunity to have a really great safe time indoors where it's warm.
This is the student-run organization. It's all the students who are doing it. The faculty advisors don't do anything except for to make sure that everybody is safe and to condone that things actually happen the way they do.
I learned about different scientists over at the craft table and then I learned how to make goo.
I got a bag of slime and also I got to see some bugs and there's a long millipede and I got to hold it. Millipedes have a million legs. I didn't want to be a scientist when I grew up.
Hey, you were in a bubble. How does it feel being in a bubble?
And we're always really trying to teach about science as well as make it really fun.
It's pretty cool. There's a lot of cool stuff, and I'm learning a lot that I didn't know previously.
Now, the CSU Chemistry Club also participates in weekly outreach shows to local elementary schools to get younger students interested in science.
Well, and Lena, I gotta be honest, you may have the scariest Halloween costume out here. Honey Boo Boo scares the life out of me.
Thanks.
All right, thank you very much, Lena. You know what, let's go back to Bree and Kari. Let's check on their costume, or their zombie makeup going on.
You know what, I've been watching this, and it's really transforming. And also, I did mention before, but Kari's hair is excellent. Also very zombified.
She actually woke up that way.
Oh, crazy.
That's,
She just rolled out of bed and came here.
I've never been anything scary.
Well, here's the blood.
Oh, blood time.
Blood
All right.
time. Here we go.
blood.
Your school,
Get
yeah.
it on there. Excellent. Now, Kari, I might have asked you this before, but are you going to attend class this afternoon with your zombie makeup on?
Oh, I plan on it.
Yes, that'd be perfect.
Freak a few people out.
Are you going to hide around corners? Maybe in the Clark building. Head over to the Clark building, hide around some corners, pop out at people.
Definitely.
I cannot wait. I think I'm gonna follow that with a camera.
Yeah, and get some action shots in there.
Awesome.
Of
Thank you,
everyone
guys.
being scared there. Well, thanks.
All right,
It looks
finish her
great,
up,
and it
Bree.
turned out really, really good.
Yeah.
Kari, enjoy that the rest of the day.
You know what, Kirsten? I've actually looked like Kari before, like that.
Have you?
Yeah, it was during a very, very stressful finals.
Oh,
for me.
I
got
can, you know, that's absolutely.
All right.
Did you cut the hair?
Yes, I know. I'm very sad that I had to cut the hair.
I was gonna say that would have been an excellent Halloween
That's
costume
so-
to add to your Manning jersey here.
Oh yeah.
feel like
All right,
that's
thank
fine.
you. All right. Well, after the break,
It's not very...
what you have all been waiting for, what I have personally been waiting for, Kirsten goes through a haunted corn maze with a GoPro on her head.
I do. You cannot miss this. Make sure you stay tuned.
Kirsten.
Now, one of the
Swanson for
main
CTV
parts of
News,
Halloween
about
is,
to go
of
through
course,
something from the
that
farm.
fright of getting scared.
Ah! Did I
You
scare you?
almost. I tell you, I'm a little bit nervous
Okay.
being right here. You're a little scary
You should be.
sometimes. I tell you what, though, the scariest thing that we have here is me going through a haunted corn
Oh, I
maze
can't wait
with
to
our
see this.
CTV crew. Check this out.
I'm Kirsten Swanson for CTV News, about to go through something from the farm's haunted corn maze with a GoPro on my head so that you all can see what it looks like from my point of view. So stay tuned. Zombies, let me get this tweet out and then you can scare me. I think that's just the wind. I don't think there's anything in there. Yeah. Oh my God. Did you hear that? I almost think it's scarier with the headlamp on because I can see ahead a little bit. Oh my God! Oh, go back in the corn. Thank you. Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Okay. That was all right. Survived our first attack. Going good. Going strong. Hello. Oh. He's not moving. Well, that kind of looks like Tom. Hello.
You're inside.
Ooh. May we pass?
Direction.
What is going on? Oh my God! Okay, we're good. Woo! Okay. Or what? Oh my God! What? Ah! And he's following us. He's right behind you, Katie Spencer.
Watch that next corner.
Yeah, we're coming up to an obstacle. You can see it. Through a tight hole, yeah. Flashing lights. Oh my God, what is that? What was that? Oh my God. I see you. Do you want to play with me? No. Oh my God! That was awesome. All right, so we made it through the haunted corn maze. This was one of our terrifying. ears the whole time. Kept following us through the maze there. Do you like haunting?
I love it.
He loves it. Did you hear that? He loves it. All right. Well, this is Kirsten Swanson from Something from the Farm with the Haunted Corn Maze.
Boo.
Right.
The weekend is also looking really nice with slightly cooler temperatures but lots of sunny skies. Stay warm out there tonight and enjoy the rest of your Halloween.
Great, thank you, Ashley, for that forecast. Well, one of the biggest parts, of course, of Halloween is pumpkin carving. And we have Sophie Vukovic and Melanie Rose here to let us know what creative ways they came up with to carve these pumpkins. And Sophie, what are you doing?
My question is, where's Waldo?
What?
Waldo. We found Waldo.
Well, I'm actually Sophie Vukovic.
Oh, I'm Minnie Mouse.
You're actually Melanie Rose.
You're right.
But thank you for joining me today. So, I thought I was crazy with my costume, but it turns out there are like 16 Where's Waldos.
Yeah, I've seen them everywhere.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
But I did get more creative with my pumpkin carving, which I don't even know if you can call it carving anymore. That's how much it has changed over the years.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you like pumpkin carving?
Love it. I suck at it, but I love it.
See, same with me. But this over here on the far left is the one that I did. Like your basic jack-o'-lantern, triangles, teeth. I mean, it's pretty simple, right?
It looks good.
That's not enough anymore, okay? Nowadays, people are, if you want to be like average, you got to get like stencils and trace them. You see right here, we got a cat. You see this?
Right, yeah.
I mean, it kind of looks like a cat, right?
See, the problem is I actually carved my pumpkin as a cat, but the squirrels ate it.
Oh, somebody was telling me that you can put candle wax on the pumpkins and it will keep them from rotting and it'll keep the squirrels from eating it.
Okay, that's
not
really
bad,
good
right?
to know.
Anyways, I can't take credit for this one. My roommates helped me do all of these. They did the good ones. I did the bad one. It continues to get more creative as we move down the line.
Okay.
This one here, you have a pumpkin eating a pumpkin.
That is creative.
Clever, right?
Very
so
clever.
Not only are they carving, but you have these little eyes here. These kits come with all kinds of things. You can trace it. You have eyes. You have like electronic power tools. Is that legal? I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe if you're a child, use that with your parents.
Okay.
So yeah, we got the pumpkin eating the pumpkin. It still gets better.
Yeah, okay.
I think this is one of my favorite ones.
This is a watermelon, right?
It's a watermelon. It's supposed to be a Ninja Turtle watermelon.
Okay.
And what you do is you take glow sticks and you crack it and put it inside, and then you get like different colors.
Did you know I was a Ninja Turtle once?
No way, how'd it go?
It was great.
Okay, so next year you can carve this and be a Ninja Turtle.
Yes.
Maybe
Okay.
not. Okay, and my favorite one. Are you ready for my favorite one?
I'm so ready.
It's the Cookie Monster. It's my favorite because they're cookies, obviously.
Yeah.
And it's easy. You just paint.
That is so creative.
Kids these days are just painting pumpkins. They're not even carving them.
So lazy.
I know. Have you seen any cool pumpkin carvings or designs?
Actually, I did. My roommate put a stocking on her pumpkin and made it look like spider webs.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So like, are there shapes on it, or how does that
Yeah,
work?
like kind of like just flower shapes, and it looks really, really cool.
Okay.
And then another friend of mine wrapped their pumpkin and made it look like a mummy.
Ah,
That's neat.
see, kids are getting lazier.
I like it.
So I kid you not, Van Gogh's Starry Night like etched into some of these pumpkins, and I'm like, people.
Yeah.
Anyways, we don't have too much time left. We did make some pumpkin seeds. If you want to get excited here, we have a good one. It's this one. I think it's this one. We put cayenne pepper and ginger
You guys
and
wanna try
nutmeg.
some?
You guys should try some.
I was gonna say
it's
we
a
have
little
to try
spicy
some.
and
Little
sweet.
spicy. Oh, I'm used to spicy things.
Okay.
CTV pepper
So
challenge.
what do you think? Do you guys like it or?
I like those.
Now you guys have
watermelon?
pumpkin seeds in your teeth.
And orange is so played out. I like that you made it blue.
Delicious.
I know.
Delicious.
Anyways,
cookies,
feel free to eat some cookies.
All right.
Oh.
Thank you so much, Sophie and Mel.
All right, thank you. Well, that is all the time we have for you today. Here to play us out some music from Atomic Reactor.
From all of us here at CTV, we wish you the very happiest Halloween.
Oh, got seed in my teeth.
Oh.
Yes,